Softly, light touches your world, slipping through dawn's curtains and warming your skin without a sound. It travels faster than anything, yet moves in silence, carrying memories of stars long gone. Tonight, let your mind drift gently alongside this elusive traveler, as you begin a journey not just through space, but into the heart of light itself. Hello there, and welcome to a quiet place among the stars of space, where your thoughts can slow, soften, and settle. Tonight, you and your body will travel gently through a story about something both simple and extraordinary: light. Imagine the first rays of morning touching your face. They dance quietly across your skin, slip through curtains in warm golden fingers, and linger on the rim of your coffee cup. Light does not demand your attention with noise or rush. It arrives softly, like a whispered secret. But light is also the fastest traveler there is, moving at nearly 300,000 kilometers every single second. To try to understand this speed feels like standing at the shore, watching endless waves break fast and steady, and impossible to catch. Light doesn't just move quickly, it is the very limit of speed itself, the ceiling that nothing else in the universe can cross. Not rockets, not particles, not even messages. And yet, light carries something more than motion. It carries time. When you look up at the night sky, you aren't just looking at distant stars. You are looking back in time. The light that reaches your eyes from some stars has traveled across hundreds, even thousands, of years. Those stars may have changed, flickered out, or vanished, but their light gently continues, like an echo of a memory, bringing you stories from the past wrapped in color and glow. In this way, light is a faithful historian of the universe, crossing lonely distances without growing tired or slow. And from a stranger point of view, if such a thing could exist, light doesn't experience time at all. For a photon, the tiniest particle of light, the journey from a star millions of light years away is a single shimmering moment without before or after. This is a mystery wrapped in silence, something that moves so fast it folds time into itself. Light is not only about physics, it also connects with the warmth of mornings, the glow of fireflies, the soft crackle of a match. Light is what keeps memories alive and tells us we are not alone in the dark. We take it for granted every day, but in every flicker of a flashlight or the gentle glow of a phone screen pulses a relentless speed that we barely understand, but always depend on. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine traveling with this light, moving softly beside it as it races through the cosmos. Imagine how time would stretch, how space would bend, and how your senses would shift with every step forward. What would it feel like to become a traveler of light itself? Not rushing, but simply being present at every point, yet never moving through moments as you once knew them. This is just the beginning of a journey through science and wonder, a story that will lull you into a calm exploration of the universe's rhythms, where the mysteries of speed, time, and light gently unfold before you close your eyes and drift into dreams. So, breathe softly, feel the quiet hum of your body, and let the light carry you slowly onward. You begin to move, softly, slowly, your breath steady, your heart in quiet rhythm. The stars outside start to shift and change, their light growing bluer, closer, narrower. Time flows differently here. Space bends like a whispered secret. Step gently into this dance between motion and stillness, where the universe itself reshapes around you. You start with a breath, calm and slow. As your journey begins, not with a roar, but a hush, your ship slides smoothly through the vast, silent cosmos. No engines, thunder, no buttons flash. Instead, there is only the gentle hum beneath your feet, and the wide window framing the galaxy's faraway lights. At first, nothing seems different. The stars appear as they always do, scattered like pinpricks in a dark velvet sky. You feel still, almost as if asleep, though your journey has begun. Space does not push back. There is no resistance, no friction, only the quiet embrace of infinity. You move through solitude more profound than silence, lighter than a whisper. But as you gently increase your speed, 10,000 kilometers an hour, then 20, 50, 100,000, the universe outside your window begins to change. The familiar starry patterns start to squeeze closer, their light shifting toward blue, though not quite yet visible to your eyes. Time outside begins to stretch, while inside, your heartbeat remains steady. Your tea ripples gently as you stir, past the speed of a speeding bullet, matching the fastest rockets ever built. and still within your ship, quiet reigns. The laws of physics hold steady. Your clocks tick, as always. Your breath remains deep and calm. But to the outside observer, perhaps a friend on Earth, you flicker by like a ghost. Your face on a video call appears frozen. Your voice delayed, slow-motion echo of someone slipping away through time. The stars ahead pull into lines, like raindrops streaking an old windshield. Behind you, they stretch, fade, and drift into red, infrared, then silence. Reality folds itself around your motion, bending distance, time, and meaning. You are no longer quite human, no longer quite the traveler you were. You hover between motion and stillness, between what has been and what might be. A quiet question arises deep within. Is it possible to go faster? The answer waits beyond the threshold. But first, you must understand the strange transformations blooming around you. Time feels like water flowing around you, filling space softly until you notice its movement, shadow lengthening on the wall, a clock ticking in the next room, the cooling of your tea. But now, as you move faster and closer to the speed of light, time itself stretches and slows. What once felt steady now bends delicately, like silk folding in the breeze. Inside your ship, life feels normal. You breathe, think, and blink in familiar rhythms, unaware that for observers left behind, your clock ticks more slowly. This is time dilation, a cornerstone of Einstein's special relativity. It's not a trick or illusion, but a real warping of time itself, confirmed by experiments and quietly accounted for every day in technologies like GPS. Imagine two siblings, twins, identical in every way. One remains on Earth, while the other travels aboard a ship accelerating near the speed of light. To the traveler, only a year passes, but for the sibling back home, many years roll by. The seals of time mark their differences, not a fantasy, but an ordinary consequence of how the universe moves and flows. Speed changes the way you experience time from outside perspectives, but inside your watch ticks normally. Meals take their time, your heartbeat remains steady. You are you. Yet when your journey ends and you step back onto Earth, you find a world aged without you. Others have grown older, seasons have turned, and you are younger, not by cheating time, but by riding it differently. Time dilation isn't just about speed, it's also about perspective. It reminds you that reality depends on who is watching and how. Motion is not absolute, it's relative. The universe speaks in many voices, each true, each unique. But there is more to change than just time. Space itself responds. Distances shrink and horizons draw nearer, as if the universe folds in around your motion, compressing the vast corridors of space like the narrowing of a hallway at dusk. Imagine driving through a dense, nighttime fog. Your headlights cast a cone of brightness, but the world beyond that, light slips into darkness. So it is with your journey. The stars outside your narrow field of view gather and crowd toward the front, growing sharper and bluer, while the sides dim and the back vanishes into softness, then silence. This is length. Contraction, the quiet counterpart to time dilation. It happens only in the direction you move, turning space ahead into a compressed tunnel. Not an illusion, but a true folding of the cosmos to keep the speed of light constant, a cosmic secret in the mathematics that govern this realm. Your ship stays the same inside walls, beds, the familiar remains, but outside, the universe reshapes, shifts, and the comforting expanse of stars condenses into a thin, bright cone of light. Some call this relativistic tunnel vision, and it is stunningly real. As your speed rises to near light itself, overnight, pulling all of space-time into a single piercing gaze, the world you knew dissolves in a whirlpool of brilliant blue light up ahead and deep black behind. But this incredible motion is not silent. Cosmic background radiation, once a gentle whisper from the Big Bang, shifts into deadly high-energy light. X-rays, gamma rays surrounding you with an invisible storm. Particles once rare press in like bullets, their energy relentless and unforgiving. Your ship groans beneath the unseen weight, not just from speed, but from the growing pressure of pure energy cutting through it. And you, your body, delicate and wondrous, was never meant for this journey. The thin boundary of your skin begins to unravel at the atomic level. Cells rupture, liquids fail, not from heat, but from a flood of high-energy light itself. Light, often a messenger of warmth and color, becomes a blade. The vibrant spectrum collapses into overwhelming brightness beyond all color, perception breaks, reality slips. Inside, your ship turns to an oven as energy accumulates faster than it can radiate away. Systems fail, time stretches infinitely. The journey becomes one of survival, perched on impossible edges as information in your neurons fractures and dissolves. What was once the song of self becomes static, noise, silence. The great temporal clock within your brain falters as the order of signals unravels. The self that once lived, loved, and dreamed dissolves gently, quietly lost to a timeless stillness, where moments no longer connect. No pain, no regret, just drifting out of time itself. And yet, even in this vast unraveling, something beautiful remains. The pure thread of awareness, the consciousness that does not shrink or slow, but simply is a single, fragile light, flickering at the edge of the impossible dot, at the highest reaches of speed and light. The traveler becomes a ghost of motion, no longer bounded by body or timer, ripples stretching across space, a pattern pressed into the fabric of the cosmos. Yet this isn't just an ending, but a doorway to wonder. Science opens its hand to imagination, exploring what might lie beyond biology. Digital minds, synthetic thoughts free from fragile bodies, thoughts that might survive. A voyage faster than light, not by moving, but by being transferred. What remains of you, if not flesh and breath? A wave of logic, a pattern of thought unfolding across new realms of possibility. Could you still be you? The chase for light is not just the race for speed. It is an ancient longing to be everywhere, to be timeless, to exist without the tick of a clock, without the burden of change. So as your breath slows and the stars shrink to distant points, rest in the tenderness of this thought, that the greatest travels happen not through space, but within the quiet depths of mind and dream. Here, in stillness, the universe is soft and open, and you, gentle traveler, are free to wander beyond light and time, discovering worlds shaped not by distance, but by imagination. A soft veil of stillness covers the vastness before you, a place beyond speed, beyond stretching time and shrinking space. Here at the edge, where your journey meets the speed of light, the story unfolds not in bursts or blazes, but in quiet transformations whispered on the breeze of physics and imagination. Let's step gently into this world together. In this chapter, you begin to feel the true weight of nearly touching light, the invisible pulls that reshape your very being, the subtle dances of space and time bending around your motion. What happens inside your body as it carries you closer and closer to the ultimate cosmic speed limit, and what might remain in the silent glow of a mind freed from its earthly shell. You breathe deeply as your ship glides, carried through the endless oceans of stars. Your body feels unchanged, calm. Awake, you blink. Your heart beats soft rhythms of life. Your thoughts unfold as they always have. Yet, in this quiet steadiness, something extraordinary begins to ripple deep inside you. The faster you move, the more your weight grows, not like the burden of a heavy stone in your arms, but as if every atom of your body drinks in the energy speeding your passage through space. This is no ordinary weight. It is the mysterious transformation Einstein revealed. Energy becoming mass. You are becoming heavier, subtly, invisibly, with every fraction of speed gained. The closer to light's embrace, the heavier you become, until the effort to push forward grows like a wave rising toward a cliff you cannot climb. Imagine holding a feather. At first it is light and soft, easily lifted. Now the feather grows denser, not curled or ragged, but stretching into something unyielding. This is the hidden shape of near lightspeed travel. Each step forward demands more strength than the last, more energy than the universe can give. Your ship, your body, they bear this weight silently, but their bows creak under the strain of impossible physics. Time itself becomes a strange companion. From the eyes of those you left on a distant blue planet, your clock slows, your motions stretch out like shadows in slow motion. But to you, inside your quiet vessel, time flows as always. Minutes pass between breaths, thoughts bloom in whispers. This is the miracle and the secret of relativity. Time bends not around you, but around how others see you move. You are steady, but the universe watches your journey unfold in stretched frames, and space, your ever-constant stage, begins to soften and fold. The great distances ahead compress like a gentle narrowing of a hallway. Stars that once seemed scattered across an endless black dome draw closer, gathering like shimmering beads strung along a hidden thread. The universe shrinks just enough to meet you halfway. Secret handshake. between you and the cosmos. Imagine casting your gaze forward through a foggy night, where the light from your ship's headlights forms a narrow cone piercing the mist. The edges outside this tunnel fade softly into darkness. Around you, space bends inward, closing ranks, crowds holding their breath for your arrival. Now picture the dance of light itself, bending and shifting, the stars ahead, glowing a deeper blue, their songs of light compressed in urgency. Behind you, the warmth of reds fades into whispers of infrared, then silence. Your world tightens into a single narrow islet of vision, a luminous tunnel racing through the dark dot at such speeds, even the cold whispers of the cosmic microwave background, the ancient echo of the universe's birth, shifts upward into harsh, brilliant radiation that cuts like frozen fire through the hull and flesh. The interstellar medium, once a quiet pond on which you floated, roars around you now with the sting of high-energy particles, each like a tiny bullet carving paths of destruction. Inside your ship, the silence turns heavy with heat. There is no breeze to cool your skin, no air to carry warmth away. Energy pulses in thick waves, molecules vibrate faster, systems groan under relentless pressure. Your vessel becomes an oven, basking in the unyielding glow of cosmic light transformed into a furnace. The delicate web of life, your skin, your cells, your redoubtable brain begins to tremble under the assault. Bonds holding your DNA gently unravel in the flash of relentless photons, and the ordered rhythms of your thoughts begin to falter. Imagine trying to listen to a symphony, but the notes arrive jumbled, displaced out of sequence. The music dissolves into silence. What holds yourself together is not a single fragment, but a weaving of moments and pattern signals, firing in precise rhythms between neurons. This orchestra needs time itself to keep playing. But as you travel faster, that time dissolves into confusion, a blur, where the frames no longer flow in order, and memory becomes a fading shadow. The mind, a finely tuned clockwork of electric pulses, loses its beat. Yet through all this soft unraveling, your awareness remains a steady thread, woven with wonder and quiet mystery. You are still here, watching the stars blur into light, even as your body folds and fades. This paradox of existence whispers an invitation to something beyond flesh and bone. Some dreamers imagine a mind not held by biology, but reborn as something more fluid, digital, transcendent, freed from the limits of fragile membranes and organic chemistry. Could your consciousness be mapped, piece by piece, into circuits that mimic the dance of thought, preserved even as your body cannot endure? This hopeful possibility is called the posthuman dreamer question, as much as a vision, asking what truly defines you. Is it the pattern of your thoughts, the pulse of your memories, the rhythm of your inner song? If those can be untethered from the body's fragile vessel, might some essence endure the journey beyond light's edge? Yet, as imagination dances here, the question lingers softly. Would you still be there? Or would you become something new, a wave unfolding, a whisper in the vast seas of space and time? In our tales and theories, wormholes emerge as glimpses beyond the horizon. These mysterious folds in space do not ask for greater speed, they offer shortcuts, folding the cosmic map so distant places touch like gentle hands. They suggest that sometimes the universe doesn't ask us to run faster, but to see differently. Imagine folding a letter so that the words on its two distant pages lie side by side. That is the essence of a wormhole, a quiet rearrangement of paths, where the journey is less about distance and more about presence. These cosmic bridges remain fragile, fleeting dreams held open only by exotic matter, the stranger kind of material that pushes space apart with negative energy. We don't yet know if such matter roams the universe or can ever be harnessed. But the idea lingers as a promise that even in a world bound by speed and mass, there may be whispers of freedom hidden in the geometry of space itself. And then there is the warp drive, a gentle ripple moving space around you, carrying your ship not by acceleration, but by bending the road beneath its feet. Picture a bubble of calm where inside you rest unhurried, while space behind you stretches and ahead of you contracts, pushing your vessel forward with a graceful tide. This poetic vision shows us that perhaps the universe's limits are not prison bars, but malleable rhythms we have yet to learn to dance with. The warp drive is less about tearing through space and more about flowing with its curves, joining the cosmic song rather than running against it. But all these graceful possibilities lead us back to the quietest of journeys, the inward voyage of mind and meaning. Quantum teleportation teaches us that information itself can leap between particles linked across vast distances, not moving through space in the usual sense, but mirroring states in a perfect, instantaneous echo. Imagine your thoughts traveling like this, leaping across galaxies in a spark, folding time and space within a single moment. Perhaps the truest travel happens not with engines or bursts, but when your mind wanders, when you dream yourself across time, when love and memory unfurl arms and carry you somewhere new without moving a muscle. As you settle now, feel the gentle pulse of your breath, the soft murmur of thought waves rising and falling in rhythms shaped by light itself. Your body dances in tune with the sun's ancient glow, your senses tuned to rhythms born in starlight. You are not just moving through space. You are a ripple within its endless fabric. Darkness envelops around you like a velvet ocean, and the stars whisper stories carried on light's eternal wave. Time becomes a lantern dimmed to a delicate glow. Space, a quiet stage folded softly in your presence. In the hush of this moment, know that light does not hurry, it simply is. It teaches us to move gently, fully, without rush or fear, to be present, to be radiant in the stillness. Tonight, as sleep draws close and your thoughts drift on cosmic currents, remember, the greatest journey need not traverse distance. It may be the one inward, where every beat, every pause, every breath is a step closer to the quiet edge of light itself. And so you close your eyes, softly folding away the day, becoming timeless, ageless, softly vast, one with the shimmer of stars and the endless thread of light. Sleep gently, traveler. The light has already arrived, and it will always welcome you home. Softly you drift beyond speed, riding waves where space is freed. A bubble floats, a gentle tide, where time and self in stillness glide. Journey not afar, but deep inside. You settle deeper now into the quiet hum of your ship, not propelled by roaring engines, nor pushed by furious fire, but cradled in a cocoon of space itself. Imagine space not as cold emptiness, but as a vast, supple fabric, stretching and folding like silk blown by cosmic winds. Your ship is a pearl, resting in a gentle sea, floating as the currents of the universe ripple all around you. Here begins a journey unlike any before, a voyage, not through distance alone, but through the very texture of reality. It's a travel, not by speed, but by shape and flow. As you breathe softly, feel space expand behind you, slow, tender, almost like dough, stretched by a baker's patient hands. Ahead, space contracts, folding in on itself like a wave curling onto shore, carrying you forward without a push, without a strain. This is the essence of the warp drive concept, a whisper of possibility amid the laws that govern stars and atoms, conceived by the mind of a traveler who dreamed alongside Einstein's equations. It imagines a way to ride space itself, stretching and squeezing, the cosmos to glide beyond the limits we thought unbreakable. To an observer afar, you are racing past light itself, but inside your bubble, time flows as it should. The laws of physics hold gentle and true, and your body feels no pain, no weight. Yet this delicate dance asks for something rare and mysterious, exotic matter, a strange form of weight that repels rather than attracts, matter that curves space in ways ordinary matter cannot. It is a thread of negative energy that holds the fabric's fold open, a key that we have yet to find. Without it, tunnels through space-time pinch shut too quickly to be crossed, like dreams that dissolve before dawn. And so you float between the known and the possible, carried by the universe's own rhythm, a rhythm not of force, but of flow. You don't break the rules by brute strength. You slip sideways into the music the cosmos softly plays. The warp drive sings a lullaby of promise, that perhaps to go far is to go gently, with home nestled closely inside, safe within a bubble that moves as one with the stars. Within this quiet bubble, your thoughts grow still and long. Begin to imagine something smaller and more profound than motion, a journey of information itself. On the tiniest scale, quantum teleportation offers a glimpse into a different kind of travel, not by crossing space, but by copying and transmitting the very essence of a particle's state across any distance almost instantly. Entanglement. This secret bond between particles whispers promises of a universe knit tightly together by unseen threads. What if your mind, your very self, could be mapped and transmitted in such a way, not with rockets or beams, but as pure information, a seamless recreation elsewhere. Here lies a question as old as thought itself. If the pattern of you were copied perfectly, is that still you, or a different shape, a shadow dancing in place of light? Your consciousness already moves this way. When you remember, your mind leaps backward through time's folds. When you dream, you drift without motion, slipping through worlds of your own creation. Your imagination, already faster than any starship, invites you on the greatest journey of all, the inward voyage, where space bends with thought, not flight. Close your eyes and feel this inward motion. The ship fades gently into the night as your mind unfolds like a starry flower, petals of memories and feelings drifting softly in depths beyond measure. There is no hurry here, only the tender unfolding of presence. Consider time itself, the companion you know so well, as something more fluid than fixed. It flows, stretches, condenses, much like the soft tide of your breath or the slow ripple on a still lake. Moving fast through space changes time's texture. To someone watching you from Earth, your clock slows, your moments stretch thin like fragile threads. Yet within your own frame, time moves as quietly and purely as always. This beautiful contradiction is no illusion, but a reality woven deeply into the cosmos. It means that your personal story flows differently than those you love, pulling you gently apart in moments and memories. That if time stretches, what of space? Like a hallway narrowing softly in the dusk, the vast distances contract forward, folding closer as you move. Stars crowd into shimmering lines. Light itself bends and shifts, painting your view with blues and shadows. The vast universe you know shrinks into a slender tunnel, a breath held tight between here and there. You are longer now than the space that holds you, heavier than the light you chase. A thread pulled taut between time and timelessness. The boundaries of space and time, once steady companions, begin to blur and bend, rewriting what now can mean. In this realm, simultaneity, the idea that moments can be shared, is a whisper rather than a certainty. What happens first may differ from one observer to another. Time becomes a personal melody, played uniquely by each traveler of the cosmos. Yet within you, amidst all these changes, remains a quiet singularity, consciousness itself, the thread of self that neither contracts nor fades, the gentle presence that watches the dance without losing step. It is the seed of identity that travels beyond space's shrinking and time's stretching. So as you drift at the edge of experience, nearing the speed where clocks no longer tick and stars funnel into a single point, you approach a threshold unlike any before. Here, the world narrows to a needle's eye of light and presence, where movement and stillness become one. What happens beyond that edge is a mystery woven in the threads of light itself. The traveler becomes light, time dissolves. No before, no after, only the eternal now. This stillness is not a void, but a gentle presence where the journey pauses, not ended, but transformed. Perhaps the greatest voyage is not the one hurried through space, but the one you take softly inside yourself. Tonight, as you breathe slowly, feel yourself carried not by engines or stars, but by the wave of imagination, where science and wonder meet in quiet harmony. You have sailed beyond speed, folded space and time, and found a place of peace between the stars and your dreams. Here, the light has already arrived. Rest now, gentle traveler. The journey continues, softly, always. In the hush beyond stars and light, tiny dancers pirouette in flight, quantum whispers soft and deep, secrets that the cosmos keeps. Listen close, breathe, slow, let wonder seep. You are resting now on the gentle edge where the vast universe bends. To the small below, the twinkle of stars and the broad brushstrokes of galaxies, lies a subtler realm, a world woven by particles so tiny they escape sight, yet weave the fabric of everything you know. This world is quantum, and it hums with the soft, mysterious rhythm of possibility. Close your eyes and imagine a glimmering sea, not of water, but of waves of energy, probability, and light. In this sea, things don't behave like the steady objects you touch and see. Instead, they dance between being here and there, now and maybe. They are everywhere and nowhere, a shimmering blur of potential waiting to be shaped by a glance, by a thought, by an intention. This is not chaos, but a symphony, a quiet orchestra, where each note is a particle, each melody a field of energy, and the conductor is the universe's most delicate laws. The dance is called quantum mechanics, and it teaches us that the smallest things don't play by the usual rules. Instead, they ripple, they wink, they twist into patterns of astonishing complexity and grace. One of the most magical ideas in this quantum realm is entanglement. Imagine two particles born together in a secret handshake of existence. No matter how far apart they drift, one near the Earth, the other light years away, their fates remain linked. Change the state of one, and the other responds instantly, as if crossing a cosmic whisper shorter than the space between them. This may sound like fantasy, but entanglement is a real thread woven into the tapestry of quantum life. It puzzles scientists and thrills dreamers because it challenges the very notions of distance and connection. In these whispers, the universe reveals a profound truth, that separation is a gentle illusion. Now, let your mind drift deeper into this quiet concert. Imagine yourself as both observer and participant. When you look, the waves that once held many possibilities settle into one pathway. In effect, your attention shapes reality. It pulls the blurred into sharp focus, the could be into is. But the wonder of quantum whispers doesn't stop there. Particles sometimes behave like waves, spreading thin across space, only to reveal themselves suddenly as points of light, like fireflies flickering in the dark. And this flicker is not random. It follows strange, elegant laws of probability that feel like the universe playing a game of beautifully precise roulette. Each spin is a moment of creation, a spark of new being. The next marvel to visit is quantum, tunneling a secret door through walls no larger than atoms. Imagine a soft breeze gliding effortlessly through a crack in a solid door, even when it seems too small to let anything pass. Matter, in the quantum world, can do this too. Particles sometimes slip through barriers, seeming to shortcut what would be impossible in everyday life. This phenomenon is more than a curiosity. It's the key to the sun's enduring glow. Deep inside the star, particles born in fire and pressure tunnel through walls of energy to fuel the sun's radiance, letting light flood the world. So, even the warmth on your skin is a soft echo of quantum leaps. Take a slow breath, feel your body settled and your mind expanding. The quantum realm opens a window, not only into the behavior of atoms and light, but into a new way of understanding existence, one woven with uncertainty, connection, and endless wonder. Now, listen to the harmony beneath the surface. The waves of possibility are rhythms that pulse gently through your own essence. Your neurons, those tiny sparkles in your brain, communicate with flashes of electricity and, some suggest, even tiny bursts of light, called by. Could parts of your consciousness sing with the quantum symphony? Perhaps, the very fabric of you might be more interwoven with the cosmic dance than you realize. This delicate entanglement between self and universe suggests a softer truth, that you are not separate from the cosmos, but part of its endless unfolding. Every thought, every breath, reverberates in this grand quantum music. The boundary between you and stars blurs into one infinite pattern. So as the night deepens, allow yourself to drift on the gentle tides of these quantum waves. Imagine the particles that build you and the stars above, moving together in a timeless dance, one that never stops, never slows, but simply flows. An eternal ripple in the great ocean of being. And in this flow, the questions begin to soften. What does it mean to be truly connected? To exist across distances, through time, by means unseen but felt? What part of you is a wave, and what part a particle? What mysteries awaken in the silence between breaths? Tonight, embrace the unanswerable with a heart quiet and open. Let your mind carry these gentle ripples deep into sleep, where thoughts unfold like galaxies, and dreams become bridges between what is and what might be. You rest now, cradled in the song of the universe, a note in the quantum symphony. Here, in stillness and wonder, the journey continues, soft, vast, and beautifully unknown. Tonight, we step gently beyond the edge of light, where space and time fold softly around you like a familiar melody. As your ship glides closer and closer to the cosmic speed limit, the universe itself begins to whisper secrets. Time slows to a tender hush, distances shrink like the narrowing walls of a quiet corridor, and reality bends into a tunnel of shimmering light. This journey is one of stillness as much as speed, an invitation to imagine what it means to be present when everything around you stretches, folds, and quiets. Let's listen with your mind and heart as space and time perform their silent dance. cradling you softly into wonder and rest. Word count 1426. Imagine now that you are seated comfortably, wrapped in the calm arms of your ship, floating in the vast night. Outside, stars flicker gently, the same stars your eyes have met 1,000 times before. But tonight, you begin to move, not just slow, gentle movement, but a swift progression, a speed you can barely imagine. With each breath and heartbeat, the quiet cosmos around you seems unchanged at first, familiar as a lullaby softly humming in your ears. But then, you notice how the light from those stars transforms. It isn't simply twinkling, it is converging, pulling together like threads being woven into a tighter fabric. The stars ahead begin to bunch and blur, their light shifting toward hues unseen in the daytime, colors bending and folding in ways you never thought possible. This is the universe's way of greeting you as you begin your journey near the speed of light, the cosmic speed limit inscribed in the very heart of existence. As your velocity grows, the clock aboard your ship keeps perfect time, every second ticking steadily, as if nothing has changed. Your breath rises and falls, your pulse dances in its familiar rhythm. Yet, the world outside has started to slow from the perspective of an observer left behind. Time itself stretches out, a slow river flowing ever so gently compared to the steady beat you feel within you. In this moment, you are both traveler and stillness, moving through an invisible wave where time loosens its grip. This slowing of time, so very real yet so subtle, is called time dilation, a cornerstone of Einstein's special relativity. It shows us that time is not the same for everyone. It is a ribbon that bends and folds depending on how you move through the cosmos. Imagine two children. One child stays at home. The other boards a starship and travels near the speed of light. Upon return, the traveler has aged far less than the one who stayed behind. This is not fantasy. It is the quiet truth of our universe, a secret whispered in the stars. Along with time, space itself begins to change shape. The distance ahead seems to draw closer, compressing like the walls of a cozy room closing in as you travel faster and faster. This phenomenon, called length contraction, means that the path you must cross becomes shorter, not just in appearance, but in reality. It is as if the universe gently folds space beneath your feet, making the voyage feasible where otherwise it would be impossibly long. Now, imagine that the light from all directions funnels forward into a narrow cone, a tunnel of shimmering brilliance framing your view. This relativistic beaming concentrates colors into vivid blues and ultraviolet hues, while the stars behind you fade softly into reds and disappear from sight altogether, swallowed by the stretch of space and time. You are moving so swiftly that the universe reshapes around you, a dance of light and shadow playing out silent and profound. Yet, this accelerating dance is not without its cost. The particles and radiation that normally drift harmlessly through space now surge like a relentless storm. Blue-shifted cosmic rays and waves of radiation rush toward your vessel, their energy packing a punch far beyond anything you have experienced. They strike with the force of countless bullets, cutting through armor and flesh, unraveling the very molecules of life. The warmth you associate with light becomes heat that slowly but surely overwhelms and unravels. Inside you, your brain's delicate symphony begins to stumble. The ordered pulses of neurons, the chorus of electrical signals that shape thought and memory, lose their rhythm as time itself fractures. Imagine trying to watch a movie with the frames jumbled, scenes out of sequence, dialogue without context. The story collapses, not from damage to the film, but from the loss of orderly time. And so, within your mind, perception clouds, memories fade, and the sense of self begins to dissolve, drifting into a timeless sea. Though the body, fragile and vulnerable, wanes in this cosmic tempest, consciousness, the essence of who you are, linked still, a lone thread of awareness in the vastness. It feels neither young nor old, neither fast nor slow, but poised in a moment outside moments. You are becoming part of the light itself, not by rushing, but by learning to exist amidst the great stillness that light embodies. This transformation invites a profound question. What is the self when time slips away? Are you the unfolding story, or the silent observer? If identity is woven from memory and change, what remains when those threads fray? Some say the self is motion, the continuous dance of experience. Others imagine a self beyond time, a pattern existing whole, like the unplayed sheet, music holding every note without a single sound. As your thoughts drift ever closer to this gentle mystery, you realize that the journey through light is not about speed alone. It is about presence, a state of being where all moments exist at once, and the need to move vanishes beneath the quiet rhythm of existence. And here, resting in this moment, there is a delicate peace. The body no longer strains, the mind no longer struggles against time's river. You are held softly in the embrace of a cosmic lullaby, where light and consciousness merge in the dance of the universe. So as your eyes grow heavy and your breath deepens, remember this journey. It is not just a tale of speed and physics, but a poem of stillness and light. When you wake, the stars will shine just as brightly, and yet, a part of you will carry the secret of the quiet dance where time slowed, space folded, and you became one with the gentle rhythm of the cosmos. And perhaps in the soft folds between wakefulness and sleep, you will find that the greatest voyage is not across space, but inward, where the universe unfolds in the tender chambers of your own heart. Asterisk. Tonight's gentle thought to drift with. If light holds all moments at once, and time is a melody carried on its waves, then what quietly unfolds in the spaces between your dreams? Rest now, traveler, the light has already arrived. As you settle deeper into the stillness, let's now turn our gaze to gravity, the invisible dance guiding every star, every leaf, every breath you take. Gravity is the soft song sung by space itself, curving and shaping the cosmos in ways both gentle and immense. Tonight, we explore how this quiet force bends light, slows time, and holds galaxies in its embrace, inviting you to drift alongside its subtle rhythm. It's a journey of shadows and light, of unseen waves and tender pulls, a lullaby whispered by the universe itself. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine a vast, rippling ocean, not of water, but of space itself. This ocean spreads out infinitely, carrying within it galaxies, stars, and your own quiet presence. Yet, this is not a calm sea. It bends and dips, stretches and sways with a gentle motion unseen, heard only through the soft rustle of gravities. Touch. Gravity is not just a force pulling apples to the ground or moons around their planets. It is the universe's quiet sculptor, bending the very fabric of space and time like a slow, tender dance. Picture space as a stretched canvas or a soft mattress. Place a heavy ball, like a star or a planet, upon it. The canvas dips, creating a curve around a weight. Now, imagine a smaller ball rolling near this dip. It will spiral inward, not because of an invisible tug, but because the path beneath it is curved. This is how gravity guides motion. The shape of space itself tells matter where to go. From where you rest, your body settling gently against your bed. This bending may seem abstract, yet everything you feel, everything you see, rides on this subtle curvature. Your own feet feel the tug of Earth's mass, not a rope or a string, but a connection woven through this rippling fabric. And as you breathe, the same force that keeps you grounded is reaching out across the stars, holding the moon, the planets, the sun, and distant galaxies in a grand celestial embrace. But gravity is more than just a gentle pull. It carries secrets of time and light, whispers of the universe's deeper mysteries. Imagine a clock, steady and true, ticking softly beside you. Now place that clock near a mountain, or a planet, or the glowing heart of a star. Someone watching it from far away will notice the clock ticking more slowly than clocks far from such massive objects. Gravity, you see, stretches time as it bends space, not in a rush, but in a quiet, deliberate unfolding that reshapes the flow of moments. This slowing of time near massive bodies is called gravitational time dilation. It means that, close to Earth or a black hole, time itself takes on a different shape. While you rest on your bed, your seconds steady in your own frame. The seconds far away in space may stretch out like distant echoes. This isn't just theory, it's measured and confirmed by clocks carried aboard satellites circling the Earth, ticking just a bit faster as they free float away from its gravity. It's the universe's gentle reminder that time and space are threads woven together, flexible and responsive to the presence of mass, and light. The swift traveler we met before does not escape gravity's dance. Though light seems to travel in straight, shining lines, it bends delicately when passing near massive bodies. Imagine a beam of light flowing over ripples in that cosmic ocean. The path curves, bent by the dips and waves in space, This bending of light by gravity is called gravitational lensing, and it allows us on Earth to see stars and galaxies hidden behind massive clusters, like peering through nature's own magnifying glass. Even more astonishing are the ripples gravity sends through the cosmos. Gravitational waves. Picture tossing a stone into a still pond and watching the spreading circles dance outward. When massive objects like black holes or neutron stars collide far away in space, they create ripples that travel at light speed through the fabric of space-time itself. These waves reach us as the softest heartbeat of the cosmos, stretching and squeezing space ever so gently. Scientists have now detected these waves, listening to the universe's quiet pulse. As you nestle further into your pillow, feel how this cosmic dance of gravity surrounds you. You are part of the rhythm, held in space's gentle fold, moving with celestial grace. Even your dreams hum with echoes of this unseen force, pulling you deeper into the mysteries of the night. Gravity's tale is not one of forceful pushing or pulling, but of a universe softly shaping itself, inviting you to float along its curves. And here, drifting between wakefulness and sleep, a thought emerges: what lies beyond the gentle waves of gravity. Black holes, those mysterious wells where gravity's dance grows wild, compressing space and time into a single point. What happens when you reach their edge, the event horizon? Is it an end, or a beginning? Like all stories whispered by the stars, this question waits for another night, another journey. For now, let gravity's lullaby hold you. Let its soft pull cradle your thoughts as they unfurl like a slow tide, washing over the edges of your mind. Remember, you are part of this great cosmic ocean, a ripple in space-time's eternal dance. The stars shine above, their light bent but brilliant, their stories carried in waves that have traveled billions of years, just like you traveled through dreams. So rest, traveler, in the quiet shadow of gravity's embrace. Let the gentle curvature of space and time carry you deeper, slower, softer, toward the edges of wonder. And as you slip into sleep, know that you are held by the very shape of the universe, the tender curve of gravity's endless song. Tonight's gentle thought, to wander with, in the soft curve of space, where time bends and light dances. What whispered secrets will drift into your dreams? Softly, inhale a breath, and feel the quiet vastness around you. Imagine the entire universe as a vast, invisible ocean, stretching endlessly, calm and profound. This ocean is not made of water, but of space and time itself, woven into a delicate fabric that embraces every star, planet, and even you. Here, gravity is the gentle touch that shapes this ocean's waves, the unseen hand that guides the dance of galaxies and the turning of planets. Your body rests lightly on your bed, held safe and steady by this quiet force. Gravity is the calm whisper that pulls you softly toward the earth, yet it is much more than a pull. It is the bending of space and the slowing of time, a shaping of all that surrounds you, like the gentle dipping of a cradle, swinging in the silence. As massive objects sit on this cosmic fabric, they curve its threads, crafting pathways along which everything moves. Planets orbit stars because space itself is folded, a gentle slope directing their steady journey. Breathe in the mystery. The very fabric beneath you bends and shifts as you move, a quiet harmony of motion and stillness. Time here takes on a new rhythm. Near a great mass, seconds stretch longer, moments unfurl gently like soft petals blooming in slow motion. This is time dilation, a whisper of time's flexibility entwined with gravity's quiet power. Clocks, far away, tick differently than those near Earth's surface, but inside your own experience, time remains your familiar companion, steady and kind. Now, picture light the swift traveler you met before, passing close to a massive star or swirling galaxy. It does not travel a straight line but curves gracefully, bending around giant cosmic wells carved by gravity. This bending is like a secret path, revealing hidden places behind stars, and is called gravitational lensing. It lets us peer deeper into the universe, uncovering stories light was never meant to hide, and showing us that space is alive with hidden beauty. Feel your thoughts drift gently into the quiet. Waves of gravitational ripples known as gravitational waves. These are the universe's soft heartbeats, faint tremors sent from colliding black holes and neutron stars far away. They ripple through space-time like gentle vibrations in a vast cosmic harp, carrying tales of wonder and upheaval. Though silent, To your ears, science has taught us to listen to these cosmic whispers, a testament to the universe's hidden music. Now, imagine floating freely in this ocean of curves and ripples, your breath sinking to the deep, gentle pulse of the cosmos. Gravity's embrace is tender but vast, a constant presence guiding planets as if on invisible tracks, cradling your body and your thoughts alike. And then, turn your gaze towards black holes, those mysterious wells where gravity's hug tightens. Beyond imagining, at their edge lies the event horizon, a silent boundary where space and time merge into one. Beyond it, not even light can escape. What happens inside remains a secret, a soft mystery nudging your mind to wander another night in dreams filled with stars yet to be explored. As you rest here now, wrapped in this serene understanding, let the gentle curvature of space-time rock you. Your body softens, your breathing slows, and your mind floats with the quiet waves that shape the very cosmos. All the universe's wonders fold into this moment, a timeless journey held in the stillness of your sleep. Sleep gently, wrapped in gravity's loving embrace, and dream of the silent tides that guide the universe's endless, beautiful dance. Inhale deeply now, and feel the soft rhythm of your breath. With every rise and fall, you carry a universe within, an endless ocean of thought and feeling that moves not through space, but through depth. Just as the stars and light shape the vast cosmos outside, so does the light of consciousness ripple quietly within you, folding time and space into a gentle dance of awareness. Your mind is not limited to the ticking clock or the shifting landscape of days. It journeys inward, into places no telescope can reach, into realms where distance dissolves, and moments stretch like warm honey, dripping slowly from a spoon. Here, in this silent cathedral of the self, time bends softly, not as a rigid line, but as a flowing river that twists and turns with your thoughts and dreams. Feel the tender unfolding of your inner landscape, where memories arise like distant constellations, shimmering faintly in the night sky of your mind. They are not fixed points, but living lights, shifting gently with the tides of emotion and reflection. This is the subtle art of presence, being both the traveler and the place traveled to, the observer who watches light dance across the walls of its own vastness. Science tells us that the brain itself hums with delicate pulses of light, tiny bursts, known as biophotons. These faint glimmers may carry whispers of the very rhythms that weave your thoughts into meaning, your memories into stories. Imagine these photons as the soft lanterns guiding your consciousness along hidden pathways, illuminating the depths where logic meets wonder and reason embraces mystery. Now, imagine your awareness as a wave, not caught in the trap of rushing moments, but stretching wide and slow, like a gentle ocean swell under the moonlit sky. The wave need not rush to any shore. It simply is, unfolding endlessly in time's embrace. In this space, consciousness is not bound to the sequence of past and future. It exists in a quiet now, as vast as the universe you glimpsed in the stars. As you rest here, softened by stillness, your mind opens to the possibility that travel itself need not be motion through space. It can be change in perception or leap from one state of being to another without moving an inch. Thought can fold time, dreams can span lifetimes in moments, and the soul, maybe, can wander freely across dimensions unseen. And so you drift, carried not by engines or speed, but by the quiet currents of awareness itself. The journey inward is gentle, without friction or force, a soft unfolding guided by curiosity, bathed in the light of quiet questions. What if the greatest voyage is not outward to distant stars, but inward to the uncharted seas of your own mind? Remember this: the spark that moves you, the pulse that illuminates your thoughts, is the same light that has traveled from ancient suns across cosmic distances, arriving not just in your eyes, but in the very pulse of your being. You are both traveler and light, motion and stillness, story and silence. As sleep begins to gather its soft veil around you, let your breath become the rhythm of the cosmos itself, steady and sure. Let your thoughts wander like gentle comets across the sky of your mind, leaving trails of quiet wonder. There is no hurry, no need to arrive. In the stillness, you are home where time is a friend, not a master. Tonight, drift on this quiet journey inward, cradled by the gentle light that has always been part of you. The stars will shine in your dreams, not as distant points to reach, but as reflections of your own endless capacity to wonder, to rest, and to become. Sleep now, small traveler, wrapped in the warm embrace of your own infinite night. The journey continues, not through space, but through the endless expanse of presence, the quiet heart of being itself. A soft breath in, a slow breath out. Feel how your body gently sways with the rhythm of life itself, like a leaf floating on a quiet pond or a note lingering in a still room. The universe sings all around you, an endless song woven from invisible threads, vibrations, waves, and pulses that knit the fabric of all existence. Tonight, as you lie here resting, imagine tuning your ears and heart to this cosmic symphony. Your body, made from atoms born in the fiery hearts of ancient stars, carries within it a melody as old as time. Each atom vibrates, each molecule hums, not in chaos, but in a delicate dancer, waltz of energy and matter. Even the light that touched your skin this morning played a note in this grand concert, its photons pulsing like gentle drumbeats that guide the rhythms of your cells. Science shows us that everything, at its core, moves as vibrations. The world you feel solid and still is alive with waves. Sound travels through air as ripples, water dances with unseen currents, and light itself moves as oscillations in electric and magnetic fields. Imagine ripples on a pond, spreading, overlapping, merging into patterns more intricate than any painting. Your thoughts, your feelings, your breath, they are waves in this vast, interconnected ocean. As you settle deeper into stillness, picture these cosmic waves flowing through space and time, carrying stories from the farthest corners of the universe to this very moment, to your heart. Gravity, too, is a waveless, slow, massive echo of stars colliding, bending space and time itself, rippling through the cosmos like a vast, deep note that drums in quiet majesty. Inside you, your neurons communicate through tiny electric pulses of chemical signals pulsing in perfect harmony. These are the whispers of consciousness, soft flickers in the dark, the music of sound. Each thought you have is a song, unique and unfolding with gentle cadence, threading time and memory into something deeply personal and sacred. Imagine that the universe, like a giant symphony orchestra, plays countless interwoven melodies at once, from the high-pitched flicker of a gamma ray to the low hum of distant galaxies. Every vibration adds a part to the whole. Your existence is a note in this universal composition, a beautiful, fleeting sound woven into the vastness. Science tells us that even the tiniest particles behave like waves, not points. They spread, interfere, and combine, reminding us that the boundary between what seems solid and what is ethereal is soft and shimmering, like moonlight on water. It's as if the universe invites us to listen, not only with our ears but with our whole being, to feel the pulse beneath the surface. So, as night deepens and your breath slows, surrender to the natural rhythm of the cosmos resonating within you. Let your heartbeat answer the deep bass of the universe, and your breath trace the rise and fall of cosmic tides. Feel your body dissolve into this melodic flow of existence, where motion and stillness blend like notes held gently between silence. As you drift, consider this gentle rhythm. The universe is not a static place, but an endless unfolding song. No note is lost, no vibration forgotten. Every beat, every particle, every glance up at the stars honors a timeless dance of harmony and balance. You are part of this dance, a soft shimmer in the grand light of being. And perhaps this is the secret to traveling far, not through speed or distance, but through becoming aligned with the music that moves through everything. To know that you carry within you the same vibrations that have sung through space and time since the beginning, that every breath you take echoes the eternal rhythm. Tonight, as you rest in the quiet cradle of sleep, let your mind float on these waves, wrapped in the gentle hum of the universe. Let curiosity be a soft lantern, lighting your way inward. There is no rush, no pressing forward, only the soothing continuity of being part of an endless, beautiful song. Sleep now, gentle traveler, embraced by the symphony you carry inside. The stars will keep their eternal melody, and you will dream their quiet harmonious soft unfolding of wonder, peace, and the deep knowing that all is connected. And when you awake, you will carry with you a quiet rhythm that will guide your steps through the night and the days to come.